Hey, look at that. I was muted. I was muted for like 23 seconds. Well, here we go again, guys. Great to have you here with me this evening. I am your host, Cryptodonfepe. Welcome to my channel. If this happens to be your first time here on my live stream or even here on my channel, great to have you. Go right ahead, smash that subscribers button. Make sure that you also bang the get notifications bell because we know that YouTube and its shenanigans of not sending out notifications to the fellow subscribers, meaning yourselves, is just totally uncalled for. So make sure that you do bang that get notifications bell so that way you get notified, okay, when I go live or upload any videos here on my channel. As well as if you've been enjoying my channel and have been enjoying the content within my channel, as well as this live stream, go right ahead, smash the thumbs up. It'll definitely help build up my channel. This is like my third time starting this live stream, but I'm not going to let these technical difficulties win. I'm going to win because I'm going to continue to troubleshoot. The issue is they're doing some construction outside, and every time there's some construction going on outside in front of my building, it affects the Wi-Fi, the internet. You know what I mean? And with the StreamYard that I'm using, they do say that it's better to use the Ethernet cable, right? The Ethernet cable, but I'm always on Wi-Fi, but it's working fine under the Wi-Fi. So with that being said, guys, again, welcome back. I do apologize about the previous live streams, but hopefully we won't get a glitch with this one. I won't be long. We're just going to go into some things that are currently going on for the new year and going into this new decade. But before we do that, let me know where you guys are chiming in from as you pop in here. And you guys that do pop in on the replay, thank you guys as well. Make sure that you do smash the thumbs up because, again, it's only going to help me build my channel. As you guys know, I can't build up my channel without any of you guys, okay? So with that being said, let's get into what's been going on. So before I do set up the share screen with an article I do want to share with you guys, this whole thing with World War III happening, there's memes of World War III all over the place. I tell you what, memes run the world. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. Memes run the world, man. And I just got to say that, for the media to be upset at Trump, and yeah, he's not a perfect man. He's a man. And, he says what he's going to do. Now, did he go against the law, international law, by bombarding this gentleman? I don't know. But he should have been gone a long time ago. He should have been ousted back when Bush was president, back when even Clinton, back when Obama was president. They should have ousted him a long time ago, but they let him live. And we can see that there's corruption all over this place. You know what I mean? Meaning the world that we live in. And you guys got to always be aware that these people do not run our lives. Me, personally, I create my own economy, which is why I'm grateful for cryptocurrency, which is why I am involved and an advocate for cryptocurrency, and why I keep adding to the value of it, as well as adding the awareness of the importance of crypto and to continue to help with the mass adoption of cryptocurrency, because it's the future. And I'm already in the future. So why wouldn't I be a part of what's taking place in the future, right? Being that this is the biggest transfer of wealth. I mean, we're going to talk about Bitcoin hitting 24K, Telegram in trouble with the SEC. They raised, I think, $1.7 billion in an ICO, right, that they had. I tried to get in that ICO, and I couldn't. And, of course, more crypto news and updates. So, again, welcome to my channel. Don't forget to smash that subscribers button, bang the get notifications bell, and also, please do smash the likes, guys, because when you smash the likes, you definitely help me build this channel. Give me 1 second. I want to share the latest live stream, because the first one, obviously, well, the first two, this is like my third attempt, I would dare say, of me doing this live stream here on YouTube. Give me 1 second, guys. Hopefully we will have a good live stream with this one. Like I said, they be doing some construction outside my building, and for some reason it affects my Wi-Fi. But anyway, let me know where you're coming in from as you chime in. And if you don't mind, if you'd like to share this video, go right ahead. I'm just putting the new one up on the on my Facebook. So there we go. So yeah, there we have that. So yesterday was a special day, I would dare say, for Bitcoin and for us who are in the cryptocurrency community. We know that Bitcoin had turned 11 strong years yesterday. BTC has been going strong for 11 years. The first 2 years may have been an uphill battle, but BTC is always overcoming, and it can't be stopped, as we can clearly see. It can't be stopped. It can only be dealt with, right? And Bitcoin is that opportunity. Bitcoin is as well is the liberation of people. And what I mean is, you'll be able to control your finances. Like yesterday was his birthday, proof of keys day, by my man Trace, and it's like he always says, not your keys, not your crypto. Not your keys, not your crypto. And that's important, that you guys maintain your private keys. Don't lose your keys, because those private keys is your certificate, in other words, of you owning the specific amount of cryptocurrency that's linked to those sets of private keys that you have. All right. So you definitely want to write down your private keys, write them down a few times, and put them in a few different, places around your house. All right. Because you may not find it in the first location, but you may find it in the second. You know what I mean? So yeah, with that being said, man, let's get into what we got going on. So we see that Iran, BTC was selling for $24,000, which again, there was a bit of a mistake with that, because if people understand, in the economy in Iran, it's more based on the government. So that 24K is really the government USD. If you want to, in fact, let's get into it. I'll show you real quick that. Let me share the screen. Anyway, thank you for being here with me today. And again, if this happens to be your first time here, go right ahead. Make sure that you do let me know where you're chiming in from. And make sure that you do smash that subscribers button. Bang that get notifications bell to stay updated. Okay. And also make sure that you smash the likes, man. Those thumbs up help me build my channel. As you guys already know, I can't do it without you rock stars. So as I was mentioning earlier, I mean, World War III, all these memes happening, World War III memes. I think guys are just overreacting. I don't know why they would want to, go against or be upset at what Trump did. It is what it is. It is what, the man needed to be ousted a while ago anyway. It wasn't like he went in there just to murder this man. Obviously, they were plotting something, and U.S. intelligence found something out, and they said it's time. And Trump isn't no Obama. He's no Bush. You know, he's gonna do what he says he's gonna do the majority of the time. Um, so I don't think that what's happening with Iran is affecting the Bitcoin price. But let's get into some things that you guys may want to be aware of. So it says here Bitcoin selling for 24,000 in Iran based on official exchange rate. All right, now it says here updated. Okay, because earlier they were wrong, which I'm glad that they did update. Well, it says that this article was updated and corrected to explain how the official exchange rate distorts reported Bitcoin prices in Iran. So the Iran-based sellers on peer-to-peer trading platform Local Bitcoins are currently asking for around 1 billion Iranian rials, over $24,000 per Bitcoin, based on the official exchange rate from the country's central bank. So much love from Chicago. Okay, Rockstar. Let me go to my all right. Okay, we got that there. All right, perfect. All right, so like I was saying, yeah, I just wanted to make sure that it was sharing on my end. All right, so like I was saying that so they're asking for around 1 billion, right? Iranian rials, which is over 24,000 per Bitcoin, based on the official exchange rate from the country's central bank. But is this really the actual price Iranians are paying for Bitcoin? No. So here you can see that. In fact, we'll go to the site real quick, so that way you guys can see by way of Local Bitcoin. Now here you see it says buy Bitcoins using bank, and of course with the person at location with Iranian rial, IRR in parentheses. Now it says over 1 billion. Okay, so that's over 1 billion. The asking price per BTC. Okay, now mind you, that 24,000 is based on the state exchange, government, in other words, if that makes sense. Not because the public has no access to it. You know, even us, we couldn't even trade Bitcoin from here or from anywhere else in the world to try to sell our Bitcoin at 24K over in Iran. Okay. But it says here, official exchange rate distorts Bitcoin price in Iran. So to continue, it says, however, the apparent staggering premium in Iran relative to the current global market price may only exist on the surface. In reality, it is not uncommon for countries with weak national currencies, such as Venezuela, to have dual exchange rates, one official rate set by the country's central bank and the other the actual market rate, or the real amount of dollars a regular person would get for their reals. So in other words, as I mentioned, you know, the official rate, that's the $24,000 rate. That's where the 24K comes from. But the actual price is like 7,500 USD dollars right now. which is equivalent to about 138,000 reals, if I'm pronouncing that right, reals. In quote, it says it's only possible for a few businesses and government with special procedure to get that rate, explained a crypto expert. So the official rate is what the central bank says, but literally no one except some government organizations can get that rate, while no one can use it. It's a joke. And that's coming from a crypto expert, Ali Bekvadi. Says also in quote, so if you want to buy USD today in Tehran, the price is about 140,000 IRR, he says. So in other words, while the official rate is around 42,000 IRR per one USD, so for one USD, you get 42,000 RRR, IRRR, IRRs, okay, which would result in the $24,000 price per Bitcoin. The actual rate in the street will give one something closer to BTC's actual gold market price, currently around $7,300. All right. Now that the confusion is cleared up somewhat, the U.S. and Iran tensions boost oil and Bitcoin prices. It says here, has Cointelegraph reported an airstrike at Baghdad's airport ordered by United States President Donald Trump killed the head of the Iranian Revolutionary Guard's elite Quds Force, General Qasem Soleimani, and this has led to a surge in global oil prices as well as Bitcoin rebounding from weekly lows of around 68.50. Meanwhile, looking at the Bitcoin rates on local Bitcoin in Iran, founder of crypto analytics outlet Masari Ryan Selkis mistakenly noted that there is now a huge premium as a result. And he wrote, in quote, he says Bitcoin is trading at nearly $24,000 in USD, equivalent of Iranian reals, on local Bitcoins today. It's unlikely those purchases are paying for the Iranian military's response. Instead, it might be innocent and desperate Iranians looking for a good way out of the coming chaos. Well, if you think about it, this is like this is a bit bullish for Bitcoin in a sense, right? And also, you have people just like in China, just like we're seeing in Iran, like they want Bitcoin. They want to be a part of this crypto revolution or this financial revolutionary moment that's taking place currently in this time and age. So in a sense, yeah, this is great for Bitcoin. And I'm not sure if war is what boosts up the prices. I know that war, during a time of war, people are making money, and I know that things are overpriced. There's an interest rate which is put on top of the price that's put on top of the original price of whatever that item is. You know what I mean? So I don't know if Bitcoin went up because of this, but I can only say that oil I can dare say yeah, but I don't know. I got to continue investigating that when it comes to Bitcoin. But anyway, it says here that the so yeah, like the people are out there, they want it. The people out there want it. So now it says but given the dual exchange rate reality in Iran, it is likely that no one is actually paying this much per Bitcoin. Exactly. Like I said, you know, that's a government rate, and that's what needed to be corrected earlier today. Um, Shout out to Altcoin Daily as well, my man Austin and his brother. Make sure you guys check out his channel as well, Altcoin Daily. So yeah, like I was saying, I mean, obviously the Iranians want it, but we know, just like in China, there's a stronghold on that, on cryptocurrency. Um, but this whole thing about World War III, I mean, we know that that's not happening. Again, I could be wrong, but I don't know why people would want to be upset at the fact that Trump got rid of this individual. He was supposed to get ousted years ago. Except now we have someone who just took charge and said, hey, enough is enough. That's it. We got to get rid of this guy. And I don't know how the media is all upset now. And it's all out of hatred. I mean, again, I'm not a Republican or Democrat. I'm more of a person that focuses on the economy, my own economy. So that's what I'm responsible for, is creating my own economy, which is what Bitcoin and cryptocurrency has been able to do for me up to date, as well as I'm sure for some of you guys. I mean, yeah, we got to pay attention to what's going on, but honestly, you got to focus on creating your own economy, because when shit hits the fan, trust me, no one else is going to help you. No one else is going to be looking out for you except you. You know what I'm saying? And that's a fact. That's a fact. So to continue on here, it says here that there is a slight increase in dollar price today from what I see in the local market, but that's about it. Adds Belkavadi. Iran restricts access to the internet, Bitcoin trading. You see, and this is what I was saying earlier about how, I did say it on the previous live stream, which I got to delete the other two. But the fact of the matter that social media is a damned if you do, damned if you don't, because if you think these leaders, across this world aren't using social media for their benefit, think again, because social media, as I said, it's a damned if you do, damned if you don't, but it definitely helps cause division as well. You know what I mean? So it's like I was saying, all of these memes that we're seeing, World War III, and we don't know where those memes are actually coming from. They could be coming from Iran. They could be coming from the government of Iran. They're using social media, and, they got access to Twitter. So my whole thing is that, be careful of what you're posting on your Facebook or your Twitter feed and so on and so forth. Be mindful of that. Because again, social media does cause division as well. I mean, it builds up emotions, man. You know what I'm saying? And as human beings, we are emotional beings as well. Energy in motion. We just got to control the energy that we put into that motion. You know what I mean? Which is energy in motion, emotions. That's what it boils down to. So Iran restricts the access to the internet. It says that at the same time, reported trading volumes on local Bitcoins have hit rock bottom in recent months. This is likely due to Iran's government restricting internet access across the country since November and amid nationwide protests in response to rising fuel prices. Didn't that same thing happen in Chile as well? The rising of fuel prices. Hold on a second, guys. All right, we're back. Sorry about that, guys. So yeah, as I was saying, with the situation in Chile, the situation in Venezuela, the situation What else? Of course, we got Iran. We have, Russia. I mean, there's a lot of things that is going on, and believe that a lot of it has to do with oil and prices of fuel. They keep raising the fuel prices. People are going to rebel. Oh, France as well, right? Says, meanwhile, Iran vowed to seek revenge on the U.S. on Friday following the killing of Soleimani. This was reported by NBC. Last month, Cointelegraph reported that Iran was proposing a Muslim cryptocurrency as one of a number of memes to confront the economic dominance of the United States. In quote, it says that the Muslim world should be designing measures to save themselves from the domination of the United States dollar and the American financial regime, said the Iranian President Hassan Rouhani. Nevertheless, Iran holds an unfavorable position on Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies in general, as authorities have offered a bounty to anyone who exposes unauthorized mining operations in the country. Woo! Offered a bounty. How much is that bounty, huh? Let's see how much is this bounty that they're talking about. So, Iran offers bounty for illicit cryptocurrency mining. This was on, what day was this? November 14th. So about oops, that's my computer, my battery. That's about, what, 2 months now? Give or take. So Iranian authorities are offering a bounty to anyone who exposes unauthorized mining operations in the country. This is out by way of their news outlet, Press TV. A spokesman of the Energy Ministry announced the bounty program during an interview with local news outlet IRIB News, while illustrating the new electricity pricing mechanism. Telling you, they're not having it. They are not having it, guys. So, Iranian crackdown on illicit crypto mining. Same thing happened with, with China too. China's definitely in cahoots with that. But we can see that, in my opinion, I don't think what happened with Bitcoin pricing wise, I don't think the occurrence of what took place in Iran had anything to do with that pump. But I will dare say, as I mentioned, I do see that BTC is this is going to help BTC in the sense of it being bullish. It's definitely being bullish, and as I've mentioned, by way of local Bitcoins, I mean, if people are willing to pay $24,000, and again, people don't have access to it except people who are in the government, and those who are selected few would be able to get it at that capital rate, which is the rate by way of the capital bank of that country, right? So we're talking over 1 billion IRRs, all right? And that's equivalent to about $24,000 by way of the government exchange, if you want to call it that, the official exchange rate, which the public has no access to. Neither you or I have access to it neither. So it's interesting, though, that BTC went as high as that. And I'm probably wondering if it's still going at that rate. Because I'm sure some. In fact, let's go to this guy's account on Twitter. Shout out to Altcoin Daily as well, because he put me up to this Eric Crown guy, who, of course, I wanted to share with you guys as well, on what he said on why the whole thing about this whole 24K thing is all BS, and this is what really is what's taking place here. So he says that the thing about people jumping on the Bitcoin is at new all-time highs in Iran. Well, I guess the thing about people jumping on the BTC is at the new all-time high in Iran train is that it shows exactly who doesn't do a single second of due diligence. Very important. Attached below is a picture which was a conversation with someone actually living in Iran. Anybody who lives in Iran who watches this on the replay, let me know exactly what's going on as well. You can comment and let us know below. So actually living in Iran, explaining the real situation. Sorry, crypto anarchists. So we see here in this image, again, this is the tweet. Pretty much stating, what's going on in Iran and what's real and what isn't real by way of stories. That is. But it says there is a mistaken or misunderstanding for the USD price. In that case, we have government price for the USD. Written is USD is 42. One USD is 42,000 reals. So for one USD is 42,000 IRRs. All right. So this guy here, pretty much, showing people that the public, of course, has no access to that. The USD price for people is one USD, 138,000 IRR. Is a misunderstanding. The BTC price all time. Can't really see that. Sorry about that. Couldn't really see that, guys. But you guys get the idea. But this is the tweet. And I know he did send another image as well. Yeah, this one here as well. Talking about how, again, it was a misunderstanding with the government price. And it being $24,000. So now we learned something new, pretty much that, because we can't go to Iran and trade, or we can't go online and jump into Binance and trade from here into Binance where they're linked up to Iran, when you get that price of BTC at 24K, I would have been sold mine already. You know what I'm saying? I would have been sold my Bitcoin already. But definitely interesting, though. Why is that popping up? Okay. So that's Eric Crown. If you guys want to follow him on Twitter, because I like people that are open and speaking truth. You know what I mean? You don't want to report fake news. As much as we try not to, we don't want to do that, So besides that, guys, there really isn't much more that I wanted to talk about. Just the fact that, this whole thing with Bitcoin being at 24K, obviously we know the real outcome of that. And also keep in mind, guys, that this time, this new decade that we're embarking into, it's not going to be anything like the previous one we just exit out of. This one is going to be a lot more faster. And yeah, there are going to be some things that are going to be happening, unfortunately. It's a whole new year. So we know when there's a new year, there's new things that happen, unfortunately. So World War III, I don't see it. Not in this year, not this year, not even in the next 4 years. Trump just got rid of who needed to get rid of. Um, and Iran is not really going to do anything. I mean, think about it. They can try to do their little terrorist acts, but we know that they are surrounded out there anyway. There are a lot of U.S. forces, military out in Iran, all around Iran, and Afghanistan, all those places. There are plenty of troops out there. So they're pretty much surrounded. Now I know that people under the circumstance, if they're willing to pay that amount for Bitcoin, which again the public have no access to, so I just find it interesting. I find it interesting, and of course, like I said, this whole new year, this whole new decade is going to be very, very interesting, my friends. So with that being said, anything else I want to add? Oh yeah, what I'd say, I wanted to add one more thing here that is in my it's in my guys hold on, let this load up here. It's in his channel. Where is it? Let me get this link. Yeah, this is what I wanted to share. The Telegram. The Telegram is in some heat. And some of you know that the ICO that happened in 2018, I believe it was, right? And that Telegram ICO, I mean, none of us were able to get in. But here we have the USC, the US SEC, that is, demands Telegram token bank records. You really think they're going to give up their bank records, guys? Telegram, I use Telegram. So it says here that the US SEC recently demanded that Telegram shares its financial details as part of their case regarding Telegram's ICO, which the company refused to do. A beef between Telegram and the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission appears to still be an ongoing situation as we are kicking off into 2020. As many may remember from previous reports, Telegram held an initial coin offering, which is ICO, during which it sold its upcoming cryptocurrency Gram, which is the name of the crypto, GRAM. However, in October of 2018, the US SEC filed a lawsuit against Telegram for conducting an, in quote, illegal token sale of supposed securities. Now, during the ICO, Telegram managed to attract 171 investors, and it raised $1.7 billion. I believe it was the highest funded ICO in crypto history, if I'm not mistaken. I don't ever, in my time of being in cryptocurrency the last 3 years, I have not even heard of an ICO raised this amount of money. This is an astronomical number in an ICO or for an ICO. And Telegram's huge, so people were already like, yeah, I want in, but they only were looking for accredited investors at that time, right? The public weren't able to invest, I don't think, at all, because all of the coins sold. So to continue on, 1.7 billion through the use of simple agreement for future tokens, which is SAFT, simple agreement for future tokens. The funds were collected for the development of the project's own blockchain, known as TON, Telegram Open Network, TON, or TON, TON. Now, according to a report from Law 360, the U.S. regulator demanded that Telegram provides its bank records and other details regarding the ICO. Telegram is not going to do that, number one. Number two, you know, they just wanted to deal with the United States. That's what it comes down to. Telegram will be like, hey, F you. Forget it. We're not going to have to put up with this because I can only imagine how much of a headache the U.S. is. And it really is. It really, really is, I mean, they weren't around in 2013, 2014, the SEC. I mean, they were around. I'm just saying they weren't paying attention to crypto like that. But now that these conglomerate companies, these institutions are jumping into crypto, the same conglomerate companies and institutions that were laughing at Bitcoin back in 2012, 2013, where are they now? Now they are inside of figuring out how to adapt themselves to Bitcoin and to the cryptocurrency environment or industry. You know what I mean? So, I would dare say Telegram, don't give them shit. So it says the U.S. SEC and Telegram in conflict once again. And in conclusion, guys, it says that the regulator turned to a New York federal judge. Yeah, only New York, which is one of the hardest places to do crypto. Trust me, I live here. The regulator turned to a New York federal judge with the request, and the SEC claims that reviewing Telegram's bank records could provide additional clarity and that it might allow its members to once and for all establish whether Telegram sold unregistered securities or not. Christmas comes early at that's an ad there. Okay, it says the SEC allegedly issued its request to Telegram itself at first, but the company refused to share its bank details. Good for you guys. Since the SEC considers this information highly relevant, it had no choice but to turn to the U.S. District Court of the Southern District of New York. That's where Jeffrey Epstein allegedly died. It's the Southern District of New York. That's where the Metropolitan Correctional Facility is located, in the Southern District of New York, which is ran by a Democrat. I forgot her name. According to their request, the regulator wants to know how much money Telegram has spent, in what way, and how will Telegram Messenger be integrated into the TON blockchain, the TON blockchain, as well as all other related applications of the blockchain. So think about this, though, guys. I mean, obviously, they just want to know, where did the money go? What did they spend it into? Did they spend it into development? Did they spend it in marketing? Did they spend it in research and development? Did they spend it in advertising? Things of that nature. That's what the SEC wants to know, and I get that. But it says the Telegram's original plan was to launch the TON blockchain back in October 31st. But the confrontation with the SEC forced the messaging app provider to delay the launch date. I remember that. And currently, the TON launch is scheduled to occur on April 30th, 2020. However, if the company fails to negotiate a truce with the U.S. regulator and ends up being forced to delay the launch once again, its investors are likely to demand their money back. Yeah, I'm surprised they haven't yet, because I know that once this thing goes on sale, I mean, this thing is going to go bonkers. This thing is going to go bonkers. If you do invest in it, I mean, catch it in the beginning, because you know this is going to be on Binance. This is going to be on top exchanges. There's no doubt about it. I'm sure the exchanges are waiting for these guys, because they're huge. They got a huge base. They have a huge users base as well. Telegram, the app. Telegram has been around for a couple of years now, and it's a great app. I've been using it. We have Crypto Alchemy in there, and I just gotta say that I have no quarrels with it. And that being that they're gonna have a crypto and it's gonna be on the blockchain. Oh, I never plugged in my battery on my phone. And it's gonna be on the blockchain. You know, I think it's a great thing. And again, this helps with adoption as well. This helps with cryptocurrency adoption as well. So, in conclusion, guys, with them wanting, you know, the investors, most likely going to be demanding their money back. With the case still ongoing, Telegram is still under a lot of pressure to calm the situation with the U.S. regulator. Alternatively, many assume that the company might be forced to launch the TON blockchain outside of the U.S. and start denying its services to U.S. users. There it is. You see what I said? That's what's going to end up happening. But according to their own claims, if and when the Gram token sees launch, it will be a currency and or a commodity. In other words, Telegram seems to be sure that its token does not violate any federal security laws in these here United States. So what do you guys think? Do you guys think that Telegram will come to an understanding with the SEC? Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. Let me know, you guys that watch this replay. And currently we see that the price of, let's see, the price of Bitcoin. Let's see. Let's see. Hold on, guys. Hold on one second. Get this here. All right. So yeah, that's pretty much it, man. The the SEC demands Telegram token bank records. You know they're not gonna do that. Let me know what you guys think BTC will be at before we go into this halving that's happening in May of 2020, I believe. So with that being said, guys, I want to thank you guys for being here with me. I didn't want to be on here this long, but I do want to update you guys, keep you guys updated, and of course, just wanted to do this quick live stream. Well, it's only been on 45 minutes. That's not bad. It's better than an hour and a half, right? Anyway, you guys have a great night. Always stay with the savage grind, all right? Savage grind your lives, all right? Stay on that grind, but smart grind, all right? What else? Yeah, that's pretty much it. Hold on 1 second. I help my mom here. Give me this. Because you do.
Just put the shine there. I just want to see.
All right. So with that being said, guys, yeah, I was helping my mom change the channel. With that being said, guys, you guys be great. I'm about to enjoy this evening. Enjoy your evening. Be safe out there. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. And I will see you guys on another live stream. Peace.